Well, thank you for reminding me. Okay, so the Mashiach will not come until we have mindful distraction. I mean, what does that mean? Like in meditation, we want Yeshuva dat, like the settling of our focus and concentration. So he says this means that one has to consciously distract oneself from all that's happening around the world and the wars
Mhm.
and focus their attention on bitachon. And he says that when one focuses on the klipot, which means the externality, which means also the klipos are like all our negative emotions and thoughts, right? And we need to, he says, listen to this, we need to make a teva and enter into it entirely. Okay, so we talked about what it is to make a teva, right? Noah made a teva, which is a word. So he says somewhere else that to make a teva is to enter completely into into your tefillah, into Torah, into Amunah, and into your bitachon. And we do this through meditation. But what's really interesting, that he says that our bitachon, our meditation, our emunah, our Torah learning, our tefillah draws down compassion for everyone. So today, when we're meditating, we're not only meditating. I want to feel closer to Hashem. Like I want to be a vessel to contain the Shekhinah. It's also to really bring down compassion for everybody. Compassion. We're meditating for the soldiers. We're meditating for the hostages. Our meditation and our wanting to go up is really in order to bring down compassion. So I think that is really an interesting thing in all our avodat Hashem, that it's not only for us, it's really for everyone. And Phyllis, it fits into what you're saying, right? The Birkat Kohanim, the blessing goes into the land, into the very land, and into us. So we have to be vessels to receive. Okay, so how do we become a vessel to receive? So now I want to go back. Okay. What I have before me is the first page of the Shulchan Aruch. We're going back to the beginning again, which is the code of Jewish law, right? So we all know, we've talked about it before, but I want to do a chazara. So we know that it begins that we wake up in the morning like a lion. So what does that mean? Get out of bed like a lion. Like, come on. You wake up in the morning and it's like, it's hot, it's cold, it's that. No, you're a lion. Like when you wake up, imagine that you're really a lion to do Hashem's will, right? And then it says that we greet the morning, which means the most auspicious time to meditate and to pray is the time when night meets day, that early morning. Like there is an energy, and I would really encourage you all in your meditation practice, just try it once a week. Wake up early, right? At the time of eight and meditate, okay? And then it goes on to say that you should pray when everybody's praying, which means you don't want to pray at 11 o'clock in the morning. You want to, there's an energy when everybody is praying. My husband gets up every morning to daven nates. I mean, if you could do it once, try it. It's the most auspicious time. And then it goes on to say, Shiviti Hashem lenegdi tamid. This is the code of Jewish law, and it's begin by telling us, putting Hashem before us at all times. And then it goes on to say, this is the way that tzaddikim walked before Hashem with the consciousness that Hashem, no, like in all your mundane goings and doings, Hashem is always before you. And how would it be like if you were in the palace of an earthly king? How would you speak? How would you act? all the more so, we are always in the dwelling place of Hashem. So it's this consciousness with which we want to move through our day. Okay, so there's many glosses on the Shulchan Aruch. Next week, I want to do a little historical sketch of it because it's actually written down by Joseph Cairo. All our halachas, and Joseph Cairo, I think it was 1563, something like that. He had an angel who spoke to him all the time and told him Mishnayos. So here he is writing down halacha, but he's a real mystic, which is really interesting. And then there's another layer on it, which is written by the Ramah, who lived in Poland. And then there's many different glosses. But the main point of all the glosses is, what does Shiviti Hashem Lenegdi Tamid? Okay, so we have like on the first page of how we want to move through time and through our day. One is, okay, so in everything that you do, you know that you are before the great king. And then it goes on to say that you should put this into your heart. This is not like intellectual knowing. This is like you should put this into your heart that the great king, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Hashem Alei Kol Arts Kivodo, who Omed Alav, that the great king who fills the whole world with his glory, Omed Alav. Now, I looked up this word Omed Alav in the dictionary, and one of the meanings is that it's graspable, that you can grasp this fact that Hashem, who fills the whole world with his glory, is before you. Okay, so this is one way of meditating, right? That we just close our eyes, right? And we just, or even being in nature and looking at nature and repeating over and over again, Kadosh, 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 Hashem Tzivakot, Malai Kol Arts Kevodo, and just, it's a meditation in and of itself. And you have to get this into your heart. And how do you get it into your heart? We know this by repetition, right? One of the ways that we reprogram our subconscious mind and get things into our hearts is through repetition. Meditation is about repetition. Okay, now I'm going to go to what we're going to meditate on today, which is, right, on the first page of the Shulchan Aruch. I have it before me in big print. In two places, it says, Shiviti Hashem lenegdi tamid, that we should Yitza'er Shem YKVK tamid, all the time, in front of your eyes, with the nukudot of with this. You walk through your day all tamid, all the time, with Yud K Vav K in front of your eyes. Okay, ladies, we know that this is like, okay, maybe there's some people that can do it. And I just want to share with you another way of doing it, of like, if you don't see it, we've talked about this before, there's a vibration, right? Of the vibration of the Yi and the Va. It's a vibration of Hashem's name. And I have to tell you, like, we all know this, that, I've watched Sarah Yehudi many times. Like, you could get it into your nerve net. And so while you're doing your dishes, whatever you're doing, you could be repeating Hashem's name all the time. It's tamid, it's continuous. Jewish meditation is continuous meditation on a holy word or on a holy thought, continuous. And we know that the Shulchan Aruch also ends with the words, Lev Tov Mishtet Tamid, that a person who Lev Tov Mishtet is someone who has a good heart. And what is this heart? This is the heart that is engraved with Hashem, with Kedusha. Mishtet Tamid is constantly feasting. So our goal is to have our hearts that are constantly feasting. Now, meditation, stopping to meditate, is a way to get this into our hearts and into our nerve nets. Okay, now I'm going to skip down a couple of centuries on the first page also of the Shulchan Aruch to the Mishnah Berurah. We've talked about this before. I'm just like beginner's mind. We're beginning again. The Mishnah Berurah. Now the Chafetz Chaim, he wrote all the halachas of our speech, of Shmirat Halashon. And what does he say? What does it mean? He says that we should yitzaer benafsho tamid. Eich shehu omed lifnei Hashem Yitbarach. We have to bring it into our nefesh. It's not only into our heart. Our nefesh is like our animal soul. It's like into our blood, into our vitality. It's like meditation is a way of like getting kedusha into our kishkas. And he says how we stand before Kodesh Baruch who fills the world with his glory, and then he brings down in the name of the Ari HaKodesh, which is the source of this meditation, that you should always be imagining, visualizing the Shem Havaya in front of your eyes, again, like this. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to meditate on this today. Oh, no, this. We're going simple. It's not simple, but we're going back to this simple meditation. Before you do, I just want to share one more thing with you. So in Parshat Noach, Hashem says to Noach, "Oseh lecha teva," make for yourself a teva, and we all know that teva also means word. And the Baal Shem Tov wrote pages and pages on his commentary on the Torah of how to make our words of prayer holy. And it begins with Soar taseh teva, make a light, put light. And also that Noah went with all his heart and soul into the word, right? So today our word is going to be Shem Hashem, the Yud and the Hey and the Vav and the Hey. In this group, we've done many different meditations on combinations of Hashem's names on words. But in your meditation, whatever word you're choosing to meditate upon, you want to fill it with light and you want to enter into it with your whole being. Okay, so before we go on, does anyone want to add anything, say anything? You're all good to go? Okay, so I'm going to invite you all to close your eyes. I just want to say one more thing. We've also done different meditations of how to take the Yud and the Hey and the Vav and the Hey and put it into our body, right? One way is to see the letters. Another way is to see the letters and bring the letters into our body. Another way is to see the Yud K Vav K and scan our body with the letters. So today what I want to do is just to bring that Yud K Vav K into our body and then meditate on it. Okay, so I invite you all just to close your eyes and just feel how you're supported by the chair that you're sitting on. Just take a moment. Just feel your body. Just notice, is there any tension? Is there any tension anywhere in your body? And we're going to begin by just simply taking a few very slow, deep breaths. And as you breathe slowly, Feel your body beginning to relax. Just feel the sweetness and the stillness, the peacefulness of the breath as it enters your body and then as it leaves your body. Now we're going to take a couple of slow, deep breaths. Just notice anywhere in your body, any tension around your mouth and your shoulders, just anywhere that you feel any tension or constriction. And just breathe in deeply into that place. And then on the exhale, just let any tension, constriction, just let it go. Leave your body like gray smoke. Just breathe it out. And we know that Hashem's kavod, Hashem's light, Hashem's glory, Hashem's love fills the whole world. The whole world is filled with Hashem's light. Or HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the holy light of Hashem. And just imagine how you are surrounded by, on all sides, by Hashem's light, how you're surrounded by light on all sides. The Baal Shem Tov says a person can't pray properly until you first surround yourself with light on all sides. So just take a moment, just notice the light that is surrounding you on all sides, all around you, above you, below you. And then the Baal Shem Tov says, feel the light. What does this light feel like? And then the Baal Shem Tov says, imagine how you're hidden in this light. You're ganuz, you're hidden within the light. And so you feel how your body is becoming more transparent as your aura is widening into the light that's surrounding you on all sides. And before we begin to meditate, let's just take a quick shower of light just to purify our body. So we know from the Mekubalim that the light of the Shekhinah is above your head. And as the Baal Shem Tov says, we want to make our body, our nefesh, our ruach, our neshama, our whole being into a vessel that receives this light. So imagine this light above your head. And the Mekubalim say that it has a blue shade, shades of blue. So just imagine this beautiful, quiet blue light that is coming down like a shower over your whole body. It's entering from the crown of your head. And this light is a very quiet, peaceful, still light. It's just showering over your face. Feel it entering your forehead, around your eyes, around your mouth, letting go of any tension around your mouth. Let your tongue relax on the bottom of your mouth. And then just feel this quiet, sweet light coming down onto your shoulders, letting your shoulders relax. And it's moving into your heart. Hashem's love, Hashem's light is entering to your heart, moving down your arms, and then feel it in your belly, in your liver, and your kidneys, and all your inner organs are being filled with this still quiet light. And then feel this light moving all the way down your feet to the bottom of your feet. And so your whole body is totally relaxed. And now in this place of expansion, of expanded consciousness, we're going to imagine the letters of Hashem's name. First, we're going to begin by imagining the letters of Hashem's name in front of us. First, let's imagine them in really big letters, just big letters, a big Yud and a big Hey, and then a Vav, and then a Hey. So just take a moment and just see these letters in your mind's eye. And now we're going to put under these letters the voweling of our meditation, which is in the voweling of the Yi and the Va, which brings us, our sages tell us, to a place of Yirah, of awe, of awareness, but also of simcha, of tikva. So just notice before your mind's eye the letters of Shiviti written out with the voweling of the Yi and the Va, so that under the Yud is Yi, which is the sphere of Netzach, and under the Va is the Shva, which is Gevura, and under the Vav is the A, which is Keter, and under the Hey is Malchut, is empty. So just for a moment, let's just focus our attention, our total, enter into the Teva, enter into the name of Hashem with the voweling of Yi and Va. Nothing else exists except Yi and Va. And we want to fill the letters of Hashem's name with light. So imagine the letters, the Yud and the Hey and the Vav and the Hey, filled with light. And now we want to bring this holy name of Hashem that is bringing us to Yirah, to awe, to awareness, to simcha. We want to bring it into our heart and into our nefesh. So just for a moment, imagine the Yud in front of your face, this Yud. And under the Yud is the Chirik, is the Yi, the dot under the Yud. Just take a moment. What does your Yud look like? And then we're going to inhale and bring this Yud, bring it into your head. So now imagine the Yi, the Yud, is filling up your whole head, filling it with light, filling it with chokhmah. And now just exhale slowly one time. And imagine the hay before you. Shiviti Hashem lenegdi tamid. The hay is before your heart. And under the hay is the shva, which is gvura, which is boundaries. And you're going to bring the hay now into your heart. So just imagine now how the hay is filling your heart with light, with understanding. And breathe out slowly one time. And now imagine the Vav, the holy Vav, the Vav of connection is before your whole body is the Vav, and it's filled with light. And underneath it is the Patach, is the Ah, and the Ah is a Nukudot of Keter. So from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, we're going to bring this Vav, this holy light of truth and of connection. Bring it into your body. Bring it into your nefesh, into your whole body, so that your body is filled with the Vav of connection, with the Vav of truth. And now breathe out slowly one time and imagine this final hay, the hay of Malchut, the hay of the Shekhinah. And we're going to bring this hay, see it before you, and then bring the hay into your lower body. So it fills your lower burner all the way down to the bottom of your feet. And so your whole body is filled with the vibration of Yi and Va. And now, for 15 minutes, we're going to meditate now on the Yi and the Va in however it comes to you. Let the letters come to you, either visually or vibrationally or both. And we're doing this meditation to bring down compassion, Hashem's mercy. And we need and want Hashem's mercy so much. So this meditation on Hashem's name is really a calling for Hashem's mercy. Okay, and so we're going to meditate now for 15 minutes, seeing the letters, hearing the vibration. Every time your mind wanders, just bring it back to the focus, to the letters and to the vibration. Hashem hu Elohim, ein od milvado. Just breathe
Yirah,
out
if you're
slowly.
talking, we can't hear you.
Okay, so just breathe out slowly one time. And we're going to send the energy and the love of this meditation to the hostages. You can see some of their faces. We know their faces. Just send them love and energy. Or just say their names, some of the names that you know that you're praying for. Just imagine that we can send them YKVK energy, just pour it all over their bodies with the prayer that they will be released today, now, soon. And then breathe out slowly one time. And we're going to do a very short 2-minute Hidabodadut. Speak out loud. You're all on mute. Speak so that your ears can hear what your mouth is saying. Just whatever comes from your heart now, just speak to Hashem for 2 minutes. Speak it or scream it. Just breathe out slowly, slowly one time. And just feel how your body is supported by the chair that you're sitting on. And we're going to take 3 slow, deep breaths and then open our eyes. And when you open your eyes, just focus on something beautiful in your room. The light coming through the window, the color of a carpet, a beautiful color. And I would highly suggest that when we get off the Zoom, just take 5-10 minutes and just do some writing, just to bring the energy down of, you know, a prayer, a vision for yourself. Write out a prayer vision. Just do some writing to ground the meditation of, you know, how you want to become more of a pure and transparent vessel for Hashem's light and inspiration to come into the world. It's a beautiful way to just start. Just write for 10 minutes to see what comes onto your page. Okay, so before we part ways, does anyone want to share anything? Everybody's gone? Oh, you're muted. 1 minute. Unmute you. Okay.
This was really lovely, and I remember sitting in Sarah Yehudit's living room doing the Yud Hey Vav Hey. Maybe you were there too before COVID.
Right.
It was really great, and you're bringing that energy through and it kind of amplifying it. Mira, it's great. Really, really. Thank
Mhm.
you. And I've been thinking a lot about, for some crazy reason, how the computers have just taken over our lives in such profound ways that seem so unnatural in a way, but on the other hand, it's connecting us all in ways that are unimaginable. And it occurred to me that the Yud and the Vav are kind of like the coding, the letters of the coding, the 0 and the 1, this idea that there's a small and a big one, and how that so we're finding in Torah everything to do with the computer too. 613, 631 adds up to 10, which is also the coding 1010. And so as we meditate on the Yud and the Vav, for me, it was kind of lessening the impact of the computer. I found it actually was reducing. So it was really helpful to feel in control, not overwhelmed or overpowered by digital technology. So that was really helpful. Thank you.
Good. So I would suggest to you, there's a mindfulness meditation of stop. It's S, stop, T, take a few deep breaths, O, just observe how you're feeling, and just proceed to connect again to Hashem before you go onto your computer. Take
Stop,
breaks.
proceed, or stop, say it again.
Stop, take a few deep breaths, observe. P is proceed, but it's pray. Ask Hashem to show you, like, really what you're supposed to be doing now. Like maybe you should be taking a break, right?
And then finally is connect, pray.
And P is just to proceed to connect to Hashem, right? Shiviti Hashem lenegdi tamid. The consciousness of Hashem is before us always. Can always just stop and ask Hashem, show me, like, show me, right?
Thank you. And what's the C, the last one?
The P in mindfulness, it's proceed, but I put it in prayer. I put the P for prayer.
So
Stop,
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 observe.
take a few deep breaths, observe how you're feeling. And observe how you're feeling can also be like, fill yourself with light, right? Let go of the tension. P,
Right.
I would say proceed in the highest way possible, really. Like is going onto my computer now the best use of my energy, right? Take breaks.
Okay.
Does anyone else want to share anything? Leah, how are you? Leah, are you feeling better? You're muted. 1 minute, I'll unmute you. Okay. Oops. You're not unmuting. Ah, ah,
Okay, now
okay.
I am.
Are you
Thank
feeling
you.
better?
Baruch Hashem, daily. So after Shavuot, I'm definitely getting back to myself. Thank you.
Baruch Hashem.
Thank
Okay,
you. That
ladies.
was
Oh, wait,
very,
before you
very
go, I just want to share
good.
something. Next week is Kaf Gimel Sivan. Kaf Gimel Sivan, if you look at the Megillah, it was, there was the king said to Esther, I can't change what I've written. Like what I've written in the name of the king can't be changed. And it took from that time, it was in Nisan until Kaf Gimel Sivan, where it says in the Megillah on the 23rd day, they wrote out an edict so that the Jews could then protect themselves, right? That's on Kaf Gimel. So Tamim and I are going to do a workshop And Kaf, and it was 65 days, which is the same Aleph Daled Nun Yud. Anyway, there's a whole thing about Kaf Gimel Sivan. So we're going to do something by me. I don't know, either Wednesday night or Thursday. I'll let you all know. But I just wanted to tell you all to share save the date. Kaf Gimel Sivan.
Cute.
Okay, ladies, have a really good week. Lots of love. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye.